Oh. Should probably pull those into my inventory when I'm doing a bunch of this kind of stuff. I didn't get a chance to chase the macaque because the stupid seagull got in the way. There we go. Uh-oh, getting late. Can't do two. Oh, okay, got it. A loom. Alright, so we got fiber cords. I am hungry. Down to 53% already. And that's gonna overdo it. This is all gonna go bad before I can actually get it used. Oh, okay, it's switching between the different needle types. So yeah, it'll work. So, should be good as soon as we get that finished up. You... Let's, does it reset the timer entirely back to 100%? As long as you get it done before it hits 0? We'll find out. Alright, what else do I need to work on? I don't know what to put in there for trap, or for bait. To put in... I don't know what the deadfall's actually designed to catch. Small animals, mice, lizards, crabs, partridges, and seagulls. They don't mention what kind of bait. And there's no entry for bait, even though it's kind of dark. Make sure you use the appropriate bait for the animal you're trying to catch. But they don't actually tell you which is what. Oh man. They're telling me things without actually informing me about things. I hate that. I mean, I'm not really going to worry about the deadfall trap. I mean, we have an overflowing surplus of food anyway, so I'm not going to waste any time on it currently. Alright, we don't really need to take a bath. Body weight is... I think it's still dropping, which is a problem. I'm not sure what I need to do to get it to go up. Do you overeat? What do you have to do to get the body weight to increase? Consume less calories than you're spending and vice versa. If your weight gets too low, you get weaker and your immune system becomes compromised. If it's 0, you die. If it's too high, you become obese, which cause movement penalties. To increase your weight, avoid excess physical activity and eat rich foods like prepared meals containing fat, oil, or carbohydrates. I mean, I guess. It's probably all about, similar to Cataclysm, it's all about calorie density. So you need the fancier meals so that the calorie density is high for the volume of your stomach that you're filling. If I'm filling it with fluff items, yeah, it'll get full, but I won't have calorie density when it actually processes the food. I understand the mechanic in rough terms. I'm just not sure how best to leverage that. It might be a thing where early game you're going to keep losing body weight, and it's expected that you advance to certain points to then get better foods, and then you'll start regaining it back again. But you've got to be moving along that advancement process and unlock process and such to get to that point. So probably that's what's going on, I'm gonna guess. Sure, do a loom. Why not? Oops. Still haven't finished. That's right, I do still have one going. Never mind. We are tense. 27 minutes. Let's, oh yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Let's see. What can we process? I don't know that I'm using this half log for anything. Let's find my axe. Of course, this is gonna burn more calories. Alright, screw it. Let's just rest. Cooked. Oops. So cooked boar meat. So yeah, it does go to 100%. So as long as you cook it before it hits 0. So you've essentially, if you're paying attention, you've essentially got 2 full 100% to 0 periods of time before it's totally useless. So I could let this drop down to 1% as long as I got it cooked. But before it dropped to 0%, then it would go to 100% again and then start dropping. Little finicky till I get some kind of food preservation going on. I don't know if they have dehydration, smoking, refrigeration, root cellar, whatever. I don't know what they're eventually going to move to. 33%. That's still going to be good when I wake up in 8 hours. Double cooking it. I think it just goes to burn status. I'm assuming. Yeah, it's just going to go to burn status. At least this particular item is just going to go to burn status. Yeah, as we advance, there might be other options. Once we get an oven or smoking racks or, I don't know. We shall see what we shall see. I am going to... Let's cook one more batch of boar meat. We'll leave the last 2 and see if they're still okay in the morning. Alright, we'll see what happens. 33% when 8 hours pass. Nope. Nope. Gotta remember the shelter. Day 7. Wood shavings complete. And it's raining. Okay. Does anybody know if this game has seasons? Can you play long enough for there to be seasonal changes? Does the temperature start to drop during the winter? Do you get more storms? What kind of time frame is that over before you really see some kind of a difference? Alright, we're maxed out on hydration. We've got our 5 coconuts full of water. We've got our jug full of water. Call that good enough for now. 30 days each? Oh, okay. $30 days each for 4 seasons? Food. We are where? Cooked boar meat? Regular boar meat. So we went from 33 to 15, barring whatever I just spent time-wise collecting and drinking rainwater. Alright, some meat, some fruits, some veggies. We are maxed out on both food and hunger, or food and hydration. I was wondering if there's a way to quick move to like the end of the list. And it just put it right back again. Conch, I want you at the very end of the list, but I don't want to do a slow scroll to get there. Yeah, this list is going to get ridiculously long. Unless I can get some way of putting things in specific containers, like ready-to-eat food in a container and things like that. All right. The food items. Anything about to go kaput? 14% on some of my boar meat. 1% on my banana. Oh, my bananas. Eating a bit too much. A bit too much. Very full. I like a lot of the info screens. It's just weirdly... interface-wise, still a bit of a struggle. I'm sure I'll figure some efficiencies out as we go through things. And I'm assuming once I can start crafting containers, it's going to ease up a bit, because everything's just laying in a big pile on the ground here in the bay. What to work on? Need something researched. We got the shavings. I don't want to work on the mud hut. Alright, do the candle. Get the fire lit up and cook up the boar meat. Man, hunting Hunting must suck when you start off with no skill. Oh yeah, I gotta check my skins. Is this counting up, down? It's getting wet currently. Is this the condition before it goes bad, or is this the progress towards it changing to the dry version? I'm not sure. Alright, I think everything's processed unless I want to cook up some more meat. Alright, we haven't gotten much exploration and such done in the last day or two. I'm a bit tired of eating banana. I still need to do something? It just said wait until it's dry. Unless that means putting on a drying rack. It wasn't really specific. It didn't mention anything in particular about that process. Air traps, log traps, fish traps, cage traps, slings, pit traps, shields, arrows, bows, composite bows, quivers. Oh, not in there. Travois, shovels, candles, tools, not in there. I don't see anything about... Well, let's try to interact with it and see what it shows. Nothing lighting up anywhere. Yeah, I know they can be unidirectional. The problem becomes finding the particular item that has to be dragged on top of the particular item. So, I have seen that it's unidirectional. I just don't want to play guessing games with 1,000 items. Flay the fat, huh? Again, it's not being very helpful. Well, I mean, this isn't working. This isn't working. So cutting tool and fleshed skin. Yeah, I already did it. This is the 4 or 5 I did earlier. That's the fresh one that I just got off the animal, but I've got a bunch I did earlier. But I'm just fleshed skin waiting around for the thing to get caught up. So we went off on a tangent for no particular reason. Okay. $30. Let's just go for a walk. More lemongrass. %. I'm never going to use this stuff. It's going to go bad long before I use it up. Definitely need to start getting into some of the combined meals. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that. Extinguish fire. Let's go do some other things. We are researching. Most of the needs seem fine. It's raining again. Or still. I think I've processed most of the things that need processing here in my beachfront pile of stuff. So we're getting close to finishing out. I don't know if there's any particular benefit other than I think there's like a journal achievement thing for fully exploring locations. We haven't seen a puddle yet. Yeah, let's go back to the jungle. Don't need any of that in particular. I'm gonna hold off on taking any more bananas or puffballs. Is there a consequence when the season changes to like resources? So when it goes from, I don't know, when do we start? Spring? What the hell time is it anyway? It doesn't really tell me a season. I don't know when we start. But I'm wondering if we switch from like fall to winter, do bananas become unavailable during the winter? Well, sure. Cooking it takes time to cook, but it doesn't take my personal time. It happens just while I'm doing other things. Yes, in that regard, it doesn't take time. There's no winter. We're in a jungle. Okay. I guess that's true. Western grasslands. Let's go there. That sounds like a different kind of biome. Uh-oh. We're tired. Alright, let's meditate for an hour. Nothing too new so far. One more. That like heavy rain? Are there different levels of rainfall? Oh, yep, heavy rain. I didn't even notice there was a difference at first. Alright, so soaking wet, getting tired. Let's take some wood and a few stones. Now we're getting pretty heavy. This time is going to increase 30 minutes instead of 15. I wonder at what level it... Oh. Still 30. So yeah, at some point during this bar, it'd be nice if it had like little hash marks for when it's going to increase your movement. Otherwise, I have to sit here and play this stupid inventory game. Oops. I think the next one might be it. I think we hit 50%. Maybe 50%'s the cutoff point. Nope, still 15. Weird. And now we jump to 30. So yeah, I wish there was a little marker. Oh, okay, it's the indicator right here. As soon as I grab that, we go slightly overweight apparently. And that's letting me know it's going to change. At least we got some kind of marker. Yeah, we'll leave those here. That's fine. Alright, where are we at? 78%? 1400? Uh-oh. Another spider. %. Whoops. Jungle outskirts. So there was something at the far end. Found all the landmarks in this area. Alright, good to know. So we got the wetland, got back to the bay, wetlands, western grasslands, and jungle outskirts. Still got just the one banana tree, multiple kava, a little bit of puffball, a little bit of weevil. Alright. Back to the bay, too tired. Rest. Okay, everything's processed, dropped off what we brought back. 74% for here, huh? 7 bird meat. Raining again. Don't really need 5 rotten coconuts. Oh crap, are those my water coconut? Oh, those are my water coconuts. I wasn't paying attention that those were degrading and we're going to go poof. Well, that's a problem. Alright. What do you do with rotten coconuts? Are they just going to sit here forever with no function in my inventory? And I can't, like, tell them to no longer be in my inventory? Oh, never mind. That's how you get rid of stuff. Alright. Um, I have no other coconuts. We haven't been finding any. So it's either go spend time chopping down the trees, practice throwing rocks at them. There's 4 coconuts for this tree. It's taken quite a bit of time to chop it down. I wouldn't get it done today, and we're already pretty tired. Hmm. 0% rock throwing. Do these not rot? They don't have a percentage indicator. Tiny little sips. Bandage broke. Everything's degrading and decaying. Alright, we have our candles. Oh yeah, the torch. I have oil. Cloth. I need to look up cloth. Weaving cords on a loom. Alright. We're going to have to look at getting the loom put together. We're losing 2 minutes each time I do that, are we? Oops. Alright, so we're fully hydrated. Yeah, these don't seem to have rot timers. They don't hold a whole bunch. But at least we got something. Alright, so I'm still not worried about that. Boar meat and lemongrass. That pretty much maxes us out on both. Let's see. So we better get researching the loom. How's my leather doing? Still, I'm still curious. Am I waiting for this to hit 0? I don't know how long this is going to take. Where do I get into? I mean, does this count as a more prepared meal? Ugh, cooking pot. Chilies. Never mind. It's an early food unlock, but it takes materials and tools that look like they're going to take quite a while. Jungle salad. That sounds like it might be something we can put together without too much difficulty, possibly. But where are the actual tools to cook? Like that pot. Metal and clay, clay bowl, clay vase, cooking pot. Need a kiln. Kiln, kiln, kiln. Mud brick needed. Where is mud? Storage expansions. Oh, that looks better. Alright, let's look up the shed. Where are you at, shed? Basket needed. Does that mean the woven basket? I mean, come on. Woven basket needs a basket, so... what comes first, the basket or the woven basket? Because the shed needs a basket, the woven basket needs a basket. The woven basket over here... Oh, that's woven backpack. My bad. Woven backpack needs a basket. So I assume this is the one that everybody's talking about. Woven palm needed. Alright, let's try to figure out how to do woven palm. Is it just one on top of the other? Yep. Okay. So, once we finish the one we're working on, we'll do that. Ah, so many things to remember. $19.53. I think it's time just to go to sleep. They wait up and all attack at the same time. Track him down. Okay, things to look at. 52%. This is going to take forever. I mean, it's going to take like a week for these things to dry out. Yeesh. That leather backpack, it better be really nice. All right, food and water topped off. I couldn't find a drying rack. Ah, there we go. So many things. Loom in 14 hours still. I don't seem to get all that dirty. I thought I'd be dealing with this more, but maybe it's the semi-regular rain that keeps cleaning me off. All right, day 9. Still, we're halfway to the flesh skin. Hopefully getting the parts we need for a backpack. Lots of things to research. It just takes a long time. I don't know if there's a way to speed that process up. Let's finish exploring the bay here. Grab. There's a coconut. Mangrove forest. Okay. Mud. We found mud. Am I going to need a shovel to get mud? 15 minutes. Free mud. I mean, it has a limited amount of uses. Yep. Alright, let's get all the mud. I'm carrying too much. Yeah, we're just over. That's fine. Alright, inventory's clear. We got mud in the mangrove forest, so we needed mud for a number of things, including the mud hut. But I think I'm going to try to do the shed first. Just waiting for the loom to finish up. Two days to research the mud hut. Then we need 12 hours to research the woven basket. Then we need however long to research the shed, which is probably going to be days. Oof. Yeah, I think the game's going to be long for no other reason. I mean, totally irrespective of gathering materials and food and happiness and everything else. Just the time to research all these things alone seems like it's going to take a really long time to progress through some of that stuff. Okay, fully search the bay, fully search the jungle path. Just started the mangrove. Jungle path had like 3, had the grasslands, the jungle edges, and I forget what else. I don't know how many different locations or biomes there are actually. Let's see. What do we need to do? I'm kind of waiting on research. Food hasn't really been an issue, but I think that's largely because it's quote-unquote an easy starting character that came in with a bunch of skills and traits. Might as well get that started. My puffballs. Zero 0.5%. I imagine it As long as you put it in the burning campfire before it hits 0, it probably holds it at that value while it cooks. I can't imagine that it would spoil while cooking, because then they'd have a whole other thing to interface-wise deal with. Or maybe they do. We'll find out. More boar meat. Just about to break my knife. Make clay. 30 minutes. Could mix it with temper to make a brick. Sand, crushed seashells, or ash. So if I have those available, will it give me a third option here? I assume applying it to my body gives me protection from the sun and cools me down or something. Let's get some sand real quick. So with 4 sand, no, we still don't have a... It's going to be a while before we have that stuff unlocked. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to keep making this bar longer and longer with all this stuff I'm finding, but don't really know how to use effectively. Alright, we finally broke the knife. Where are you? Either cursed. All right. Problem now is I'm getting a bit of analysis paralysis because there's so many things, so many stuff and so many things. I don't really know what to focus on other than waiting for blueprints to finish. I don't know the consequences of time passing. I mean, we're not having any problems so far fooding and watering ourselves. But that's totally reliant on the rainfall still. I haven't yet got any kind of structure up. That's what we're kind of working on currently. Got the loom finishing up in 30 minutes. And then we're going for... We're trying to get the storage shed up. Let's, take a 30-minute dive. Alright, so loom is researched. Build it. Build it again? We have multiple stages? Or did I have multiple looms set up? No, I just have the one. Alright, need 2 more long sticks. Yeah, I've seen the multiple stage thing a couple of times. 1930, huh? That gets me 1. I don't know if the small palm gets me 1. It does. Okay. And we have a loom. Objective complete. Build loom. Still haven't found a puddle. Yeah, I know you want me to go to sleep. And it's dark. Let's light the fire. %. Let's eat that one. I don't know if the 29% will last through the night. Alright, so those needs are set. Loom is complete. I was working on the woven basket next, I think, because we need that for the shed, so you're up next. Take a nappy. All this stuff is in a weird order now. There's so many locations. Uh-oh. Did my shelter disappear? I think my shelter rotted away. I didn't get materials put back in it to refresh it. I think it finally degraded. Well, isn't that lovely? And more long sticks I don't have. Alright, guess we're sleeping on the ground again. Nah, I don't care about the trap right now. We got food rotting. No need to trap. We might get skill or something out of it, I guess, but I'm not to that level of min-maxing all that stuff. And we got some seaweed when we went diving. Four hours. That was going to be made out of reeds. Don't know how many of these I'm going to need. Let's go with 6. Die, macaque, die. Crack him down. Alright, basket complete. Woven basket. Hey, look, 6 was the magic number. Oh, I'm 1 short. I didn't get that last one done, apparently. 2 hours. 0 kilograms. Woven backpack. Woven hat. More crafting needed. Yeah, 1 day. All right, let's go for the woven backpack first, and then we'll go for the shed. So what the hell do I do with you? I can store things. It has spot for 2, or is this going to increase? And I can place it. Do I have to have a particular building to place it in? Oh, I place it at the location. I pick it back up. I can pick it back up. All right, what do I want in my woven basket? Is there like food preservation? Store and protect items from animals and to more easily transport them between locations. All right, so if I put my valuable food in there, the seagull won't come along and take it. But the basket doesn't show up when I go to the food section, so I have to search the food here to drag it up into the basket. So it is adding, but it has a kilogram capacity. All right. Maxed it out. Gonna count those when I try to combine for a recipe, or do I have to pull them out of the basket? Sure hope it counts as like here at this location and auto detects it when I do something like this. Good old long sticks. Yeah, but does it have boxes and boxes and boxes like we have in Surrounded? Can I fill up 3 boxes, then put those 3 boxes inside of another box, then fill up 3 more boxes into a box, 3 more boxes into a box, and then those 3 boxes into a box? I hope not, because, you know, that kind of stuff's silly. All right. I think we're going to stop right there for now, though. We have 11 of the sun thingies. That means I can unlock things. We're on day 10, still alive. Doesn't seem like it's going to be hard to get this character to day 30. So, still trying to figure out some of the vagaries and efficiencies of the interface. Get better at it as time goes by, I guess, but it seems like it's still going to be a little bit of a clutter. And the progression system, knowing, I mean, with practice and knowledge and experience, I'm sure everybody probably has their own personal preference for, okay, I research this and I go get that and I get these materials and then I research this and I get these benefits. And if I do it in this order, you know, glory, glory. So we'll see. But yeah, a lot more complex and deeper than it appears upon first glance when you look at it. So we're going to keep plugging away at it. I'm still enjoying the discovery aspect and not seeing much of a problem on the survival side. But I don't know, is rainfall somehow a difficulty factor? It seems like difficulty is all based around the character build you take into an area, but there's not like a I want to start on hard mode kind of option. So I don't know if it's just always going to be the same difficulty-wise, other than differentiation with the characters, or how that works. So if we go to custom characters, down to Earth, I mean, I don't. Why would I need to unlock this? Start on the Western Grasslands. Okay. Difficulty. Mangrove, so that's start in. Start with a parachute. Rain start, difficulty 100. Start the game during rain. Night, extreme. Yeah, I haven't actually looked through here in detail. Hypermetabolism, allergies, vegetarian. But yeah, it seems like difficulty is via your character choice, not via world settings or anything like that. Like starting with less rainfall or something. Unless that's one of those on that list there. Extreme drought. Rainy weather is extremely rare, so... Final drought. It never rains. Wow. Difficulty 1,500 points. But when it says points, what does that mean? Does it show you like your total difficulty somewhere? I've never seen anywhere where it displays a difficulty or anything. I don't understand how they're handling some of this stuff. Start with a broken leg. Start bleeding. Killer drones. Alien life form. The Micus! we got the Micus! Smells great, strangely tasty, very nutritious, and easy to grow. What could go wrong? We got Micus fruit. Okay. But, yeah, there you go. That's it for now for Card Survival Tropical Island. We'll return to it for sure. I'll probably fiddle around with it some more tomorrow. I'm going to go take a break for a little bit. I am planning